To Vincent, Ohio, where the Warren Warriors matched up with the Little Muskies of John Glenn. Late in the first, Warriors down 9 early, but Blake Grimes finds himself open under the basket as he gets the layup to fall to cut the deficit to 7. Next possession, John Glenn looking to respond, and look at this, layup gonna come right here. CJ Dolan, acrobatic of him, a little English on it as well, for the finish to extend the lead. Just before the end of the first, it's Liam Grosselin with the layup for the Warriors as they trailed by 10 at the end of the first. Second quarter now, it's Liam Purdue driving to the basket for the finish to cut Warren's deficit to 8. Little Muskies in possession now as Cooper Briggs is going to get the pass right here, catch and shoot from 3, nothing but net. John Glenn extends their lead. The Warriors would come up short in this one by the final of 80-51.